Okay, you bought your home, you love it, you fixed it up, all of a sudden you find out you have a new job, so now you have to move. And you have to do some things to make this home even more valuable. So maybe you're fixing up a kitchen or a bathroom or adding a porch. But how do you recoup the money that you've put into this in a short amount of time? I'm so happy to have Eileen McKeon back from Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
So this is called a short sale.
Yeah, a short sale is the situation when a seller sells their home and they owe more on it than what the house is worth. In the last, 5 years ago, we didn't ever talk about short sales. We didn't know what they were. Probably in the last, 3 to 4 years with the mortgage meltdown and the way the market has dropped, this is a very prevalent scenario for a seller. So basically, the market value in Northeast Ohio, we have some areas that haven't been affected as much as others. There are some markets that are 10% of sales or short sales. Some markets have 40% that are selling by short sale.
Okay.
So the short sale, if the house sells for $200,000 and the seller owes $250,000, there's a $50,000 difference.
Right. Ouch.
And, so that's what a short sale is.
And does that difference sometimes have to do with just the basic comps in the area, or does it have to do with the fact that they've put a bunch of money into this house?
It's a combination. We sort of treated our house like a piggy bank for a number of years. And as things expanded and everybody was taking second mortgages and investing and improving their home, some were also paying off credit card debt, some were paying for weddings and colleges, doing whatever with the home equity money. And then the market dropped, and so they owe the money, but the value is not there.
I'm telling you, that home equity loan is so seductive, because it's so easy to take the money out, but you forget that you're pulling the value off of the house, and one day you're going to have to pay that back.
Right.
So what do you do to help people in this situation?
Every situation is different, and we definitely advise people consult attorneys, tax attorneys. There's definite consequences that come from selling by short sale. Years ago, it was unheard of, and now today, like I said, it's a much more common practice. We are equipped, thankfully. Banks are finally getting into the groove and working with companies and realtors and accepting the short sale. So what we start with, meeting with the client and being very open and honest about what do you owe, what do you think the market can provide, and setting them on the course of, there's sort of a process of how to go about listing the short sale, getting an offer, and then processing it through. We have a title and escrow company that handles all the legal and dealing with the bank and negotiating that, and getting them close. So, there's not a lot, there's always surprises, but we kind of have figured it out. We've been doing them now for several years, and it's helping. And from a buyer's perspective, buyers are getting there's some great opportunities. Yeah. It can take 60 to 90 to 120 days to close them, so the buyer needs to be patient. They can't have a timeline that they need to be in the house, because sometimes it just takes that long to process it. But
this is one of those situations when Mike was on the last time, we were talking about kind of you're a pseudo-therapist, because these people bought the house, all intentions of making money on it. It's out of their control that the market did what it did, and they have to, I believe, be grieving their investment.
Yeah, it's a very, very difficult situations that some people are in.
And so how do you handle the emotional side?
Well, you do your
Kleenex,
best there,
right?
but I think that it's an option for people, so they don't have to feel trapped in this house, and to sort of face the truth and know that the banks are working with short sales. So just got to get the house on the market and price for what today's buyer will pay for it.
Just get it done without losing your shirt completely.
Right.
I'm guessing.
Well, that happens too.
Or maybe that does also happen.
But to know that it's an option, and you can sell that way.
Well, I want everybody to know that you have sold 2 homes or one. Wait, we did 2 transactions together, and they were emotional ones. I remember I won't go into the gory details, but I felt in good hands when I was with you. And so if you're in a position where you feel like you really need to move your house, you're going to want to give Eileen a call. And the number to call is 216-233-6726. Eileen's website is themckeongroup.com. Again, it's Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Thank you, as always, great information.
Thank you.
Stay tuned, because we've got our next segment coming right up.
Next, she was hurt and in the hospital. What she heard while being helped headed her in a new direction. Then, Coach Kathy has help for how to add health to your daily dinner.